Oh yes, I'm back. Let's talk about it. Coming up. Before I get started, here's a little something to make you feel better, guys. And there's the late, great Bob Johnson. I'll throw a little humor in there. The world hasn't forgotten you, Bob. Okay. And Bob Johnson's right about that. Always a great day for hockey, guys, no matter what we went through tonight. My goodness, we got a bit to talk about in this one, don't we? I hope Adams is on the phone calling teams right now trying to get a goalie, because we're going to need to do something. I just have this sense that this is going to get much worse very soon if we don't take action now. Don't wait till we're 10 games under 500 and half the season's gone. It's too late by that point. So, it's not like Gavin McKenna's in the draft this year. You haven't heard of Gavin McKenna, go check him out. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers, guys. All right, shots on goal per period, here we go. 10-7 Carolina, 11-7 Carolina in the second, 15-9 Carolina in the third. But that 10-7 in the first is a little misleading. I thought the Sabres played pretty well in that period. 36-23 total for the game. The numbers? And there you see the 36-23 in shots. They had 54% on the faceoffs. We had 46. They were 2 for 2 on the power play. We were 0 for 5. Special teams were part of the killing tonight. They had 6 hits. We had 19. That 19 is very misleading, I thought, except for the Clifton hits. We had 12 block shots. He had 8. We had 13 giveaways. They had 17 giveaways, folks, in this game, and they still slaughtered us. We had 5 takeaways. They had 6. Scoring? We go to the first. It's 15-26 in the first. Aho makes it 1-0, and then look how soon later, 2-0 after 70 seconds later by Drury. We go to the second. Aho again, early, which we've done a lot this year in periods. 3-0 Carolina. You could sense the game was over right there. Then Neeson makes it 4-0 at 14-12. Teravainen makes it 5-0 at 18:04. And yeah, I don't want to repeat what many of you were saying to the TVs at that point. We go to the third. Middlestat finally gets a real goal at 4:08 of the third, makes it 5-1, and then Shea gets that back 4 minutes later at 8:05, 6-1 Carolina. The rout is on. And Jost, in a scramble in front of the net, taps it in, makes it 6-2, and that's your final score, folks. And Tuck, Jokiharju, Krebs all got assists in this game. Look, in a game like this, guys, I'm going to be straight with you. There is nothing that I can say to make excuses for the goaltending that we've been getting lately. We can pretend if we want, guys. That's your call. But for me, I got to be honest. If I'm in front of a camera and I'm going to talk to hundreds of people tonight in a video like this, and I'll tell you right now, our goaltending without Devin Levi, we're not happening. It's just not happening. We're going to have to depend on UPL, who's been inconsistent his whole career, to all of a sudden just take 50 games this year and do it. I don't know, guys. That's a stretch. I think UPL could turn into a really good backup this year if he's not destroyed by what's going on. Psychologically. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in his head. We'll see. This is why I wanted UPL in this game, guys. I wanted UPL in this game. I did not want Comrie in nets tonight. They should. Granato's making bad calls, guys. He's making bad calls as a coach. We can pretend he's a good coach because he develops young players. But maybe that's his expertise, okay? Tonight, UPL should have been in there to redeem himself or to expose himself, one or the other. And sheltering him is not the right idea in a game like this. I wanted UPL in nets tonight. UPL might have went in there and been outstanding tonight. We'll never know. Because Comrie didn't have it. He didn't have close to any kind of a night in that crease at all. There's a lot of things I don't like that Granato's doing this year. Our power play guys, when we had a 5-on-3 and we couldn't score, and we're just passing. When you're 5-on-3, you're throwing the puck at the net and you're causing havoc in front of the net. And what were we doing? Passing outside the perimeter. Like, I'm wondering, what are they doing? Like, they're scared to shoot. You know, one guy goes, here you shoot, here you shoot, here you shoot. Isn't that how it felt for you guys too? That's how it felt for me on that 5-on-3 chance. It felt like, here you shoot it, you shoot it. No, I don't want to shoot it, you shoot it. Like, something's wrong psychologically with the team. And that's on the coach, guys. And if it's on the coach, it's on the GM too. And sooner or later, Pegula's going to lose his cool. And I won't blame him. I won't blame him. He's been patient with this rebuild, okay? And we've done it right. We've done really good with it. We've been patient developing kids. And Granato's done a great job at it too, guys. But, you know, I was texting with Jim tonight. We're talking, and I told, one thing I threw at him, I said, it's so obvious how Tage Thompson took this team on his back last year in games like tonight. Without Tage and his blast on the power play or whenever in the game, without the Tage Thompson dominance, guys, we are a completely different team out there. We are completely different mathematically in every way offensively this season. And it's not going to get better, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was dead wrong picking them first this year. Dead wrong. They're going to finish first. It might be in 2 years. But they showed all the signs of a team that was going to go like this year if we continue to develop and not regress. Now, regressing, I want to put it out there. Regressing is normal for a young team. It's normal, guys. It is normal. But what's not normal, okay, is when the coach and the GM do nothing about it. That's what's not normal in my books. I'm at the point with Granato that he just, I don't think is the guy that's going to bring us to the promised land eventually. I just don't see it. These guys are soft as butter, and you cannot win playoff series playing that kind of hockey I seen tonight, guys. You can't. You got to be tough. Look, when you're down 4-0, you should be hitting everything with the pulse. We should have. Now, this is why I wanted to talk about the hits in the game. What was it, 19-6, I believe, right? Okay, that might sound good. But in a game like this, when you're getting killed and embarrassed, you should be throwing 45, 50 hits, 60. In a game like tonight. If the game is done, I'm going to make sure that that team is putting ice packs on, if I'm the coach, by the end of the night. That team is going to put on ice packs when my boys are finished with them. You might embarrass us, but you're going to go home having nightmares about us. So next time you play us, you're going to remember, that we didn't just go away. In a game like that, when you're trying to do the la-di-da and the Gary Bettman hockey, it's not intimidating to another team. They're happy you're not being physical. They don't care if you're trying to score. They already got the game won. Did you see the offense they took to Clifton tonight? When he laid out some good hits, they were getting angry. Like, what is happening to this league, guys? When players get angry, when clean hits are thrown, players get upset. Like, hey, you're not supposed to do that anymore in this NHL now. Come on. So, yeah, we need more guys like Clifton on the team, guys. I'll tell you right now, I don't even know how many hits he threw. If I see 3, I'm going to tell you there were 3 deadly hits. Seemed like a lot more. I want to see. I didn't check the hits yet. I don't know, guys. I just, the more I see, the more I see exposed. Like, I don't see a team that's 2 games under 500. I see a team that's 20 games under 500 tonight. That's what I see. I could be overreacting, right? I could be. But, UPL got my hopes up. And 1 game later, I've already lost confidence with UPL. It didn't take me long. I need to see UPL go 3 more good games in a row. Not just 1 good one, 1 bad one. 1 good one. That won't cut it. Guys, we need to get on a winning streak. And with that, you need a consistent goalie to do that in this day and age. I got to calm down. Yeah, it said it only registered 2 hits and Samuelson 4. I'll tell you what, his 2 hits, I remember both of them right away. The one in front of the net, the one at the blue line. I remember both of them. They were deadly hits. But he was out there antagonizing people and causing trouble. We need more guys like that. I'll tell you right now. We need guys that are going to stand up when we're losing and not just try to score goals when we're losing. Because to me, that's a wuss's way out of not sending a signal back to your opponent. I swear, maybe I'm just from the 70s, guys, but you know, you've got to send a message. You know, you heard the cursing at the end of the game. That's the way it was. That should have been like that halfway through the game. Forget at the end. But I think Clifton had enough, you know? He just had enough. I could have sworn he threw more than 2 hits, but they were both deadly hits. I remember both of them. I remember there was a big one in the first, I believe it was in the first? Yes, because it was on the left side of my screen, yes. And then in the third, at the end, when they came after. But why go after him? Because he did a clean hit. It's like, I just don't get what's going on with the league now. But whatever, guys, that's not what I'm upset about. What I'm upset about is I don't see a sense of urgency from our coach, guys. Is it just me? Tell me. Do you feel the same way? I don't see a sense of urgency from Granato. I'm not going to listen to the post games. I won't. I'm just going to leave it tonight, and because I'll get too frustrated, and it'll probably make me sick again. I'm trying to get well. I'm taking my Neocitrins, trying to get well, guys. But look, the good thing, guys, and I'll stand by my words on this one. When you get slammed like that, it's easy to rebound from. But I got a feeling this team, we're going home now. And right now, guys, remember I was talking about before the season started, I didn't expect to be as good as on the road this year. No way. That's historically, many teams can't even do that. Many great teams can't repeat the kind of year we had on the road last year. But we'll wake up at home, I think, this year to a degree, folks. I do believe that. I think we'll have a winning record at home, and we might struggle more on the road this year. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out when it's all said and done. But if we finish, let's say, 6 points out of a playoff spot this year, let's just say, I'll throw a number at you guys, then that's on Adams. Because right now is the time he should be on the phone. Hell, get Jake Allen in, guys. I'm good with that. Get a veteran goalie. Like, it's good for that you guys seen the effect it had on our goalies last year. Maybe that's why Devin Levi felt so comfortable last year, that all the pressure wasn't on him with Anderson there. You know what I'm saying? He didn't feel like the whole weight of the city was on his shoulders. And same with UPL. UPL's still very young still. These guys are impressionable young men. And they need a guy in there that's been through the trenches. Get somebody in. I don't care if it's an average veteran with good statistics like Jake Allen. I'm good with it for this season anyway. We've got to do something, guys. Tell me if you're feeling it, because that's what I feel. I feel like the season's going to go like this now if we don't make a move very soon. We've got to do something, and we can't throw all the marbles in UPL's corner. We're down to UPL. Is that what we're down to? Is that how naked we are right now? Because we need to get something else in there. We can't have, we can't keep going after like 40-year-old goalies, right? To keep buying us time. Get a guy, he's 33. Bring him over. We've seen Allen have many good years in the NHL. Bring him over. I've seen him here in Montreal. He's been steady. I've seen him play really good games. Like I watched the Habs also, of course, right? So, I don't know. We got to do something though, folks. We can't just sit still right now. My thoughts tonight. Hang in there, folks. Saberheads and swordsmen and swords girls, just hang in there. Better times are in front of us. We just got to get through this era of struggling still, and it's frustrating as a fan. Anyway, I'm going on and on and on. I'm too long on this one. I'm killing it there. See you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.